Good morning, everyone. It's May 27th, 2020. I'm Eric. So, I'm doing a second video today, which I usually don't do. Um, you know, don't make any money doing this. Don't really care if I do, except I have to do stuff that actually makes me money, which takes up most of my time. But this is pretty important, so I'm going to go ahead and do the second video. Now, I don't know if you've all seen the video of the Minneapolis cop that murdered an individual in broad daylight on camera while people were sitting there pleading with him to stop. All right? And the reason I'm going to do this video is because of this comment by Barry Goldwater 18 minutes ago, roughly. He says, "You bring up really interesting topics, just wish you didn't promote the violence. Still going to watch your stuff, though. It's natural for us to feel angry and violent when people have used violence to oppose or oppress us for so long. But I'm not sure violence would ever solve anything. Rock and a hard spot." Okay. I'm going to use this recent murder of a citizen who happens to be a black man. Now, there are going to be a lot of black folks out there lumping all white people together with that cop. I'm here to tell you right now, I don't like them as much as you don't like them. Okay? I have been tortured by police before. Tortured for days. Alright? So, no, we're not all with that cop. Now, admittedly, there will be some dumb fucking white people out there that will take that cop's side no matter how guilty he is. But there will also be blacks out there that will do the same. You know, like Jesse Lee Peterson, for example. Because he's a right wing. And according to the right wing, cops do no wrong. Alright? So, as you know, it was Minneapolis, Indiana, not Minneapolis, Minnesota, excuse me. And so, the Free Thought Project reported Tuesday police officers in Minneapolis were caught on video as they responded to a call over an alleged forgery in progress. In the disturbing 10-minute viral video, police officers hold down 46-year-old George Floyd with a knee on his neck for over 5 minutes until he died. Yes, a knee on your neck can kill you. That was the point. If the point was to subdue him, and then when he fell limp, that officer would have got off of him and checked his pulse. But he remained on him until the ambulance showed up. Keep in mind, he remained on him in spite of the fact he was handcuffed. Now, if a handful of those bystanders would have charged that cop and dragged him off and beat the fucking shit out of him, that would have sent a very clear message to all the law enforcement agencies across this nation. But instead, These people pleaded and begged for that man's life. They protested. And they filmed it. And and he really should have been hanged right there on the spot. Again, law enforcement people, you need to quit your job. You need to quit your job now. I'm trying to save you by telling you that, but somehow I don't think you're worthy of saving. But nonetheless, you're going to kill the wrong person. It's not going to matter whether it's a black man, a white man, black woman, a white woman, or any other. When you kill that wrong person, it's over with for you. People will be coming after you, and I fully support that. Fully. Now, the reason I fully support that is while this man was being murdered, his little bitch partner was standing guard, watching the whole thing, did nothing to intervene. After the video went viral, the city announced that the 4 cops involved in Floyd's arrest and death were all fired. That's not really true. What really, actually, they're on paid leave, at least the last I knew. Okay? As the protests began to grow in size, hundreds, if not thousands, of demonstrators marched to the department's 3rd precinct. Much of the march was live streamed by Unicorn Riot. The footage is incredible. During its march, the crowd chanted, "I can't breathe," and called for the arrest of the officers involved. Floyd's last words on this planet consisted of, "I can't breathe." This will happen again and again and again and again, and has, if we don't do something about it. And look, you might be anti-violent, but the government's not. Allow me to point out all the Tea Party protests. What good did they do? Allow me to point out the multitude of protests that have taken place across this country for a long time. In many of these protests, the officers got dressed up in their little soldier outfits and in their riot gear, and they went to work pummeling the protesters. This is my evidence right there that peaceful protests do not work. Peaceful means do not work against people who are willing to inflict violence on you. And that's what that all boils down to. You can be anti-violent all you want, but you're going to end up dead because of it. Straight up. So, I will leave a link to this video and this article in the description box. I hope you watch it. I hope you understand that these people want you dead. They have been actively poisoning the water supply. They have been actively destroying the food supply. through genetic modification, among other things. They have been actively destroying our air. They have been actively doing things that are a detriment to the population as a whole, and your pathetic protests are not working. Kill the state, live free.